asphalt shingles.
Yeah. So this is really...
The house where you were born.
Okay.
We started married life in Jamestown, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And it was a three
And
room furnished apartment.
And we had mildew.
Okay.
The owner of the house was, we called him Uncle Emil. He was my mother's uncle. Fred Carlson, who was my grandfather's brother. And him and his wife, Lita, lived on the first floor. And then we were in the basement. I don't know who was on the second floor.
And the apartment was available.
But you were born here. And coming out of that drive, the garage is gone, see?
Yeah. Wonder what...
That morning that your mother had started her...
See the driveway here?
labor pains. I couldn't get my car out of there. So, Grandpa lived right around the corner. So I run up there and got a car and took her to the hospital. And luckily he was home because he's a traveling salesman.
Since you were what? When did we move? When you were 6 months old? January, February, April, May, June, July, August.
Even that old, I don't think.
Yeah, must have been August.
Your mother started, we brought it in here, I brought it in here, a chest we were using, and she's going to paint it. And started that night on it, and then ended up in a hospital. I think I ended up finished painting it. It belonged to them, nothing, we had nothing. I mean, it was a furnished apartment.
And my first Thanksgiving dinner we had down here.
Yeah, big turkey we got.
Yeah, it was a big kitchen compared to what we were used to, and it had a big table here, yeah. Lyle wanted, I wished he hadn't. Once upon a guy that fixed turkey, and I know nothing about fixing turkey. So, and this was the living room, yeah.
This is the living room.
Yeah.
You said there was no heat. I'm feeling a lot of heat.
Yeah, we had a potbelly stove, so they really changed.
Well, we had company here,
Yeah,
we entertained in this little place.
yeah. This was our bedroom,
This is the bedroom. This is
and
the,
your crib was right there.
okay,
Now,
right.
we really had a bassinet, and we
So where
moved the
Steve
bed-
slept is where I slept. So I want you to know there's.
So we had a crib.
Steve?
We had a crib.
Yeah, we had a crib here too, yeah.
And that's where you got Rosiola, remember?
Yeah, have you had Rosiola yet?
Stopped and said that her son was, our kid was dying, I guess she felt. And I come running home. She's in bed crying, and Greg's in the crib crying. Pick him up, get her straightened around, we go to the doctor and find out that he's got roseola, which is a form of like measles. It's not, but he had mentioned on the phone to her that it could be meningitis.
Yeah.
And she'd had spinal meningitis as a kid. So that's why the panic had set in. She was just so upset. It was Dr. Furlong. Our bed was right here.
Yeah, and the bed there and the crib there. And then when you were first born, we had a bassinet. We'd move the bassinet in the living room.
And here's where Wally and I took care of you one night when your mother went somewhere. And we fed him 2 quarts of milk to keep him quiet.
Cried the whole time.
I cried all the time.
We kept our boots and our coats and everything in this closet. And if you kept your shoes or anything there, they would turn moldy.
Nice. What about over here? What was this?
And
Did you have a washer dryer?
yeah. But they've completely remodeled. This is nice, Greg,
This is nice. This is
compared to ours.
this Bollywood Pioneer type stuff.
This is very, very nice compared to...
When you were, when we came home a week or so, and then we went up to out on rates and stayed a couple of weeks, and then we came down here.
We came down here. I was scared to take care of you all by myself. I needed help.
And here's what, we got pictures of me setting you up on the refrigerator.
Yeah, you remember that.
Well, I don't remember that, but I remember the picture.
Yeah, the picture.
Yeah,
And
that's-
Lyle would put you up on that refrigerator, and I thought, oh my gosh. Huh?
Toughen him up.
Yeah, toughen him
Yeah,
up.
like Michael Jackson, remember holding his kid over the railing?
Yeah, right.
Same type
I
of-
thought that was terrible. And the table was, we had a big, big table here, so we could entertain Thanksgiving and everything here with company. But that's where Wally and Lyle sat in there on the sofa and kept feeding you.
Okay, let's see what happened.
Bottle after bottle, and then we'd walk you up and down Sturges Street, and you would be crying.
You had college.
Yeah, Well, we think it was colic. For 6 months you cried, and nothing would stop you. And we had actually a Cadillac buggy that your mother and Dad bought us. Yeah, boy, it was nice and big. And we'd go up and down the street and you'd be crying.